Check, check. Mic test, 1, 2. For those of you who have jumped in, just to let you know, the game before us went a little late. They are doing the ice, and we'll get the show running just as soon as they finish that. Tonight will be Kennett's third game in just 1 week. They picked up a win on their season opener against Oxford Hornets, but lost their first game on Friday when they played the Sun Valley Vanguards. Tonight, the Blue Demons look to get back their winning ways against the Harriton Rams here at the Patriot Ice Center in Newark, Delaware. A pleasant good evening and welcome to our coverage of Kennett hockey. Alongside Kevin Mott on the camera, with Swith and Shortledge, I'm Ed Henry. Swith and Kennett had a tough one on Friday against Sun Valley, but as we commented on that night, it was really just three players that did all the damage: McGinnis, Bentz, and Deal.
Yeah, they were pretty good, Ed. All solid players. I don't even know if anybody on the other team touched the puck that night. It seemed like they always had it on their stick.
When we were calling the game, it felt like they were the only names I kept saying all night.
Yep.
Here are tonight's coach's keys of the game, brought to you by Ganley Vision Care. Don't lose sight of the game. Coach Joe's really pressed on his team at practice that if they're to be competitive in any of the games this season, they really need to put up at least 10 shots per period. So that was a goal he said to the team at practice last night. As we just mentioned now with Sun Valley and even Oxford, the Blue Demons need to realize with almost every team they face, there's going to be a couple of players with a lot of skill that they will need to identify and give special attention to. At looking at the score sheet, that would have been number 21 senior Sean Took, because he picked up, but he's sitting tonight because he picked up a 5-minute major and a game misconduct in their last game, so he's watching with us in the stands.
Okay. So that was who came asking you where he could sign the score sheet.
Exactly.
Because you look like you're an official.
I get that everywhere I go. And the last one is, and you could leave this up for pretty much every key of the game for every team all season long, but they need to skate with 100% effort for all three periods. I know Kennett played well against Sun Valley, but there seemed to be a few shifts that they took off, and you do that in a game, that'll cost you.
Yeah, definitely. At the varsity level, you can't take any off.
We're about halfway through pregame warm-up. As mentioned, we've got a little bit of a late start today because prior to this was a Sun Valley-Oxford game. And that one went a little long, so we were waiting in the queue.
I think there were a combined 14 goals in that game, Ed, so they had a lot of time digging pucks out of the net and facing off at center ice, probably which made it take so long.
Seemed like there was quite a few penalties in that one, too, so more whistles means more time. We'll step away for a second. We'll leave up the pregame skate and be back with first period action in just a moment. Pre-game skate has wrapped up. As you can see, both teams are now gathered around their netminder. A few last-minute words of encouragement. We'll be rolling out. Here's a look at the stats for the first 2 games for our netminder, Aiden Mott. Current record of 1-1, facing 48 shots. Goals against right now is at a 4.0. Save percentage of an 8.33. I know hurting those stats was that game last week, or that last game against Sun Valley, but overall, I've been really impressed with his gameplay. He's definitely one of the more aggressive goalies I've seen with the way he'll come out and play the puck, set it up behind the net. It's impressive.
Yeah, absolutely.
We will scroll the roster below for you. I know that there was a few things I had to make an adjustment for. I think I had 1 or 2 players in the wrong class group, and then, of course, I can't go a season without spelling somebody's name wrong. At least it wasn't my own this time.
Do you have the name spelled right for the freshman?
I hope so. If not, I'm sure somebody will tell me.
Did you take that D out of Gandalf?
I did.
Okay.
I have to figure out where I saw it at because, like I said, usually I'm quick to copy and paste because I know that's not something I'm strong at. That's why I tell people all the time, my name is Ed, 2 letters, nice and simple.
I tell them my name is Swithin.
I would hope so.
And they just look at me funny, like, what?
So both teams out there now. That is definitely a light bench for Harriton.
Looks like they only have 9 skaters. It looks like they're going to play 5 forwards and 4D.
Puck down on the end, active stick there. Harriton moves it out to the middle. Kuchinat will pick that up. Let's set it up. He's looking for Shortledge. It's a little too hot to handle. Harriton's able to move it up and out. Schillinger put it in, but it was offsides. I think the referees don't realize that there is a delayed offsides at this level.
Yeah. Well, I think in that case he hit Nate DeWitt right in the pants. So.
Oh, did he? I didn't.
Yeah.
That'll definitely cause a whistle. Fisher comes out to take this one. Battle for it. Kennett picks it up. Kuchinat in across the line. He'll chip and chase. Behind the net, reverses it. Steps out in front, goes through the blue paint. Nobody could get a stick on that one. Out in front. Kelly battles away for it there. Fisher goes up to the point. Kuchinat will put it right back to Fisher. Fisher shouldered on that. Kelly puts it right out into the middle. He's looking for Matthew Hayes. This is his first game with us so far this season. Shot in on net. Mott covers that up, and he'll get the whistle.
Welcome back, Matthew. He had to pay a penalty for penalties last year, but he's all clear and can start over this year.
Yep, he was serving his suspension from last season. Eddie Henry wraps it around. The tally goes up to the point, but kept in there by Harriton. The Rams go back behind the net. Eddie Henry's there. Up to Heintzelman. Heintzelman takes a big shoulder into the boards. Battle for it at the line. Harriton goes back. That's number 18, Kevin Shen. He'll skate it through center ice and in. Lost it at the blue line. Eddie Henry has it there. He'll survey. Bounce it ahead. Shen with a little check in the back there to Mr. Showers.
I think we're going to get a power play for that.
So interference will be the call. Kennett with an early power play here. Just over 15 minutes. And as stated, Kevin Shen, number 18, will sit for the call. Back out in front. Good stick there to prevent Colin Kelly. That goes out the center ice, so Kuchinat will have to come out, and the team will need to reset. Kuchinat in. He'll send it back to Colin. Back to Kuchinat. Tried to put it in the middle. Hits a lot of sticks. Bounces around. Was behind the net. They try and go up and out. Schillinger able to keep that in. Over to Cucinotta. He's got some space, takes the shot. Goaltender fights that off and goes up and over. Up to the point. Schillinger puts it back down for Colin. Colin worked on there. Got it into the middle. In the corner. All the way up to Cucinotta at the blue line. Puts it back for Mott. Shot there from Fisher. That caught something and went wide. Put back out.
I think Mott was trying to go all the way across the ice to Schillinger for a one-timer, but Fisher intercepted it and took a shot himself.
Wayward pass there, kept in. Fisher with it, he'll put it back to Mott. Mott tugs the shot, hits something in front. They poke at it, try to get it out, and it does get across the blue line. 40 seconds remaining in the power play. Mott in. Let's step in, he's checked, gets it over to Fisher, puts it out in the middle. Good opportunity there for Kelly, but sound like that hit some iron.
This line's really moving the puck well, Ed.
Battle along the boards. Put back up to the point. Henry took a shot, but that hit a body. Hayes pinches down low. Tried to get it past him, but Mr. Hayes will get called for hooking, so that will end the power play. Only 10 seconds were remaining. So after that, the Rams will have a slightly shorter man advantage. Puck down on the Kennett end. Battle for it there. Schillinger check down low, able to get it up to the blue line. That's DeWitt. DeWitt's got some space. Feeds it over to Cucinotta. Back to DeWitt. A lot of open net, but he was too far ahead to catch that pass. Rams the other way. Shen in. Neiman works on him. Puck rolls up the boards. Had to go around the referee for that one. Up to the blue line. Chopped at. Rabinowitz tries to put it out in front. Nothing there. Kept into the point, goes off at the DeWitt's skate. He's got it and he'll skate up. He's got Shen with him. Takes the shot, but Shen with an active stick. Keep that off the net. Under a minute now, remaining on the Hayes penalty. Put it all the way down. Cucinotta has that. He's got some time. Sends it all the way up. Goes off the skate of Vitale. Shortledge digs that out, puts it along the boards, comes right back to Henry. He'll go over to Cucinotta. Cucinotta backhand over to Henry. He'll go all the way up. That'll go the length of the ice. Icing is waved off.
Remember, there's no icing in high school hockey when there's a power play, which is different than travel.
Opportunity there. Backhand goes wide. Out of the zone. Comes back in. So whistle that offsides. 5 seconds remaining on the Hayes minor.
Little housekeeping there. The referee had to close the penalty box door for the Harriton team. They just left it open when they came out.
That's a shot there. Mott kicks that aside. Hayes from behind the net. Chipped up to the middle. Off a Heinzelman stick. Puck comes back into the Kennett end. Henry has it there. He'll go over to Heinzelman. Heinzelman, look, the cut. That's cut off. In with a step, gets in front, makes the move. Mott makes a huge save and hangs on.
Did I see that right? Was that a toe save?
I believe so.
I think he got his toe on that. Is Nate Kelly playing tonight, Ed?
Nate Kelly is a scratch today. I believe he wasn't feeling well.
Okay.
He's not in the lineup, and neither is number 5, Luke Ganley. I put in the middle. Cucinato put that in the corner. Try to keep that out of harm's way. It's number 63, Jake Katzinger. The Rams clear up and out to center ice. Katzinger in. Makes the move. Schillinger with an active stick prevented that. Forced into the corner. Up to Tamman, he'll go up to the point. Able to force it out there. Tamman across center ice, but that was poke checked off of his stick. Cameron Brown brought that in, but he's bodied down hard on that one. Referee. And he'll call a trip.
I'm looking to see who 24 is. I don't see him on our roster, but he's the one that took the penalty. You could kind of see that coming. Brown was not really looking, and 24 took a opportunity to run him over.
Just over 10 minutes remaining in the first period. Kennett goes back to the power play. Tied up in skates, goes up to the line, kept in there by Schillinger. He'll go across to Cucinato. Cucinato will step in, take the shot. Goaltender's able to see that all the way, and he'll hang on. Face off win there. Trying to put it back down to Mott. Behind the net, Colin Kelly. Colin has it taken off of his stick. They go up. They're able to get it past Cucinato at the blue line and all the way down. Cucinato in with speed. Gets around one, takes the shot. Goaltender will hang on to that one. That was exactly what I was talking about, where puck's coming down, nobody's there, but Aiden comes all the way out, set it down, and
yeah,
you don't see that much.
It's a big help to defensemen if the goalie does it right. And he is, so his defenseman should thank him.
Puck battle for skates. Rams are able to get it. They'll send it the length of the ice. Otto will make that, and he'll send it up. Cucinato over to Schillinger. Dig that off the wall. Cucinato will come back down into his end. It's got Katzinger who's harassing him, but he skates past and heads all the way in with speed. Goes far side wide, puts it out in the middle, sits and skates, battle for it. It was loose. Rams able to gather it, and they'll send it down. We tick down to 43 seconds remaining on the Kennett power play. Neiman dropped it there. DeWitt in the line, sits in front, Shortledge with it. He'll backhand, but it's a body and into the corner. He'll try to go hard around. He gets all the way out, and Hayes has to come back to get it. Hayes over to Henry. Henry back to Hayes. He'll send it up to DeWitt. Across the line. He's looking for Neiman, but he couldn't gather that up. The Rams will send it all the way back down. Last few seconds tick away. And with that, we're back to even strength. Shot there goes off the outside of the net. Put back in the corner. Henry pokes it up the wall.
It was kind of a sleepy power play, Ed. Not much happened there. The first one we had, they were moving the puck around pretty good, but this second one was not very good.
On the center ice, they tried to put that back in, but it hits a body and goes the other direction. Sits in the middle. Henry had to wait. He'd been offsides. Shen skates in, gets around a few. Finally knocked off of his stick. Put back in front. Henry's able to gather that out, and he'll clear the zone. Move it back out to the middle. Rabinowitz skates to the middle. He tries to make the move, but stood up there. Forced to the corner. Tally goes off the boards. Finally, with an extra help from Showers, they clear the zone. Back down looking for Rabinowitz. Tries to make a move there with Cucinotta. Out to the middle. Mazaga in across the line. Cuts the middle, gets a shot, but stick keeps that outside. Puts it back in front. Mott will glove that and hang on. 6:19 remaining here in the first period. No score.
It's so quiet in here.
No, wow. Late on a Monday. Puck down. Hayes blows a tire. It's worked on there. Battle for it. There's a whistle. Didn't see an arm up, but
Offside, maybe?
I'm not sure. Hand pass. I don't know. So they'll bring it and face it off in the neutral zone. 24 will put that in. See, it's going to make me crazy. This is the one player we don't know the name of.
He's a ringer.
Shen takes a swing at that. It's a stick. Hayes will gather up in the slot. He'll go off the boards. Trying to get to Colin, but it ends up going up to Mott. He's harassed there. Stick knocked out of his hands. Katzinger comes together with Colin. Back up to the point. Henry there. He'll take a shot. That hits and deflects, but stays out of the net. You work around. Fisher tries to put that in from the angle. Hits and goes up. Henry puts one that's low, but hits a body, and they are able to keep that out. They send it all the way to the other end. Katzinger with a step in front. Takes the shot. Good save there for Mott. Henry feeds it up. He's looking for Lucas Mott, but he was caught up in traffic. Rams wind it in. Eden sets that up for Henry. He's got Shin to deal with, but ends up getting it up. Kept in. Opportunity there for Rabinowitz, but that went wide. Back to him again. He's knocked off that play. DeWitt with speed. Cuts wide, cuts back to the middle, gets the shot. Shoulder save. Neiman keeps it in there, gets it over to Colin. He'll take the shot. Goaltender gets that. Big rebound. Back to DeWitt. He'll hit it again. Another save. Kelly has that knocked away from him. Schillinger tried to bring that in, but gets it up to Rabinowitz. Rabinowitz. Cucinotta lays out, goes all the way across, stays wide. Schillinger all the way up, cuts to the middle, takes the shot. Goaltender juggles that. Still loose behind the net. Cucinotta had to deal with Rabinowitz. To the point. Kept in by DeWitt. Finally forced out. And they'll whistle. So the net came off. Under 4 minutes remaining here in the first period. Still no score. Getting a little more action out there now. First half, you're right, I was a little sleepy overall.
Everybody's thinking about the Eagles. And
There's another game tonight? Battle at the blue line. He's come together, finally put in the Rams' end. Tally, he takes a shoulder. All the way on the far side. Schillinger has to retreat back to the neutral zone for that. Put that up for Tally. He couldn't get all of that one. Rams send it the other direction. Cucinotta steps around one. Puck sits there. Rams come in, but they were offsides.
I don't know if you're saying Kanzinger a lot, but I don't know if everyone knows that there's twins on this team, the Kanzinger brothers. So I don't want you to think that this one kid is all over the ice. But since there's only 9 players and 2 of them are brothers, 22% are Kanzingers on the ice tonight.
That's number 63, Jake, and number 69, Kyle.
I did that math in my head.
That's good work out of you. Puck in the middle. Mott comes out and pokes that out of harm's way. Sits in front. That goes just wide. In the corner. Put back in front. Big opportunity, but bigger save. Aiden Mott comes up huge there, keeping this scoreless. Back in. He'll hang on and get the whistle. Anxious moments there. Number 35, Aiden Mott bails out Kennett, keeping this game scoreless.
Yeah, he's seeing the puck well tonight, Ed. He's on all these shots. Need to make some acrobatic saves, and he's done it.
Oh, Shin tries to put that in the middle. Takes a weird hop off the glass.
I think Hayes blocked the shot in his nether region. He's hunched over and doesn't look like he feels very good.
Up to the middle, Colin Kelly. He's checked from behind and from in front. Waiting for reinforcements. He picks up himself with the backhand, but it goes off the outside of the net. From behind. Back up, goes all the way up. Schillinger, Cucinotta. Cucinotta will take the shot through traffic, but it hits bodies in front. Shen gathers, and he'll go the length of the ice. Good play from Schillinger. Take that puck away from him, and he'll skate it up. Rabinowitz pays him back, steals it, and heads back in. Gets a shot around Cucinotta, but that goes wide. Puck put in, offsides. Rams need to touch up. Schillinger with it from behind the net. He goes up to Mott. Mott was looking for Shortledge. Off of his stick, into the Rams' end. Along the boards, put in. Mott will direct that into the corner. Cucinotta wraps it around. Henry has it there. He whiffs on that pass. Binowitz cuts around, takes the shot. Mott reads that, holds on. As we tick down to just over a minute remaining here in the first period. Binowitz leaned on in the corner. Along the boards, DeWitt has it. Lost it in the middle. Shortledge gathers up. He'll feather it in and chase himself. He's got Neiman there with him. Far side boards. Battle under the referee. Check from behind there. Shin backhands that up all the way down. Hayes will go back to pick it up.
Crowd wanted a penalty there.
They aren't getting it. The tally through the neutral zone. Lost the puck for a second.
One too many moves.
Puck at the blue line. Sent the length of the ice. And Henry goes back. He's got Shin with him. And Henry with it. He'll reverse it all the way around for Vitale. Nick chips it ahead. Looking for Showers, but caught up there. Bodies go in offsides.
I think 4 Kennett players were offside on that play.
Well, anything worth doing is worth doing right. So they'll drop this. What'll probably be one last time here in the first period. Back to Schillinger. And that ends the first period. 17 minutes in the books. No score. We'll be back with second period in just a moment. Both teams skate out. We're about to start the second period. I understand some of you at home are concerned with my well-being, thinking I have a cold. Little congestion from spending a lot of times in ice rinks these last few days, especially when I do the broadcast in short sleeves only. But thank you for all of you concerned with my well-being. Push back into the Kennett end. Coach Nada back there. We'll get a whistle from center ice. We'll get a hooking call. Let's see who sits. So Lucas Mott will take a 2-minute break. Hooking's the call. Power play opportunity for the Rams.
Little encouragement from Dad there.
Yep.
On how to prevent hooking calls. He said move your feet. He's right.
Absolutely. Shot there. Mott glances behind him, but he's got it. That was number 3. Marco Mazzarelli with that shot. Face-off one there by Kennett. Cucinato go hard around, but kept in at the point by Shen. First around by Katzinger. Cucinato picks that up. He's got it. Send it up to the line. Tried to glove down by Shen. Thought they kept it in, but referee says no, so offsides is whistled.
I think I counted 33 spectators. One of them is the assistant coach for Oxford who played before us, Brian Ford, and staying to watch. Not sure what he's thinking at 10:08 on a Monday night watching Kennett versus Harriton when he doesn't have to, but
I mean, what else are you going to watch? The Eagles?
I think he's a night owl anyway.
Well, I can understand that. Which that's actually, I don't know if you've got your phone with you. Want to check? I'm going to assume that our fans at home are probably flipping back and forth, but we'll see if we can get a Eagles-Washington score and give you an update there.
Washington's up 20-14 with 6 minutes left in the third.
Wow. Not the score I was expecting to hear.
I kind of prefer when they were just the football team.
With no name?
I haven't really taken to the Commanders. I don't really know what that means. But Washington football team it grew on me.
Rubinowitz tries to tuck that around. Ref whistled there. Net came off its mooring. I know some in the crowd did not like that, but So true. Had the save anyway, so it didn't really matter what was happening. Clean win there. Shot bounces around, goes in the blue paint. Not again on top of that. Still keeps this game scoreless. 48 seconds remaining on his brother's minor. Battled around there and skates. Shortledge gets it, and he tries to clear it out, but that hits Shen and kept in. Rolled behind. Rolled up. Mott will come out to cover that up. They'll face it off again.
I think Henry's got to move some of those bodies out in front of the net.
But he's not big enough. Rams win that cleanly. Back up top. Shen takes that shot, hits a body in front. Another shot there. Goes well wide. Wraps all the way up. And heads all the way down into the Rams' end. Shen with it. Pestered by Heinzelman. Skates in, tries to go through too many white jerseys. Sits there. Goes back to Rabinowitz. He couldn't settle that down. They still battle for it in skates. Power play is over. Even strength. Puck goes in. Schillinger wraps it hard around near side. Mott's there and he'll direct it out. And chase himself. Rabinowitz takes it behind the net. Stripped of it there. Goes right out through the blue paint, but no Kennett players there to put a stick on it. Directed back down. Colin Kelly works in the corner. They try to dig it out. Finally moves along the boards. And it's Rabinowitz who has it. In across the line. Schillinger keeps him behind the net. Big check there in the corner by Colin Kelly. Lays out Rabinowitz. We get a whistle. Rabinowitz a little slow to get up on that one.
Yeah, I didn't quite see what happened there. I was watching the net. It looked like it came off its post again. But was that like a intentional collision, or did it just kind of happen?
I didn't see the net. I was watching that.
No, I mean Kelly and Rabinowitz. Was that?
Oh, yeah, no. Kelly.
Like he meant to check him, or they just ran into each other?
No, I think he meant to check him.
Okay. Because sometimes people just run into other people. They don't really mean to.
That would be me if I were out there. Unintentional body contact. Puck out in the middle. Opportunity there. Shot from Schillinger. Cucinotta pinches down to keep that. He'll get put in the boards for his effort. Comes away with it. Backhand down. All the way through. Nobody's able to get that, and it heads out. It's a foot race. Fisher tries to get to it, but 26 beats them. It's the shot, but nothing there. Second opportunity behind the net. Referee blows the whistle. Looks like Showers is down. I think referee indicated a cross check.
I think that might be Fisher, Ed. I think it's Ben, but because Ben was chasing him down on the breakaway.
So he takes a knee in the corner. Coach Eric comes out. Mizaga will sit for 2 minutes. Skates off under his own power, so that's a good thing there.
Yeah, it was Fisher, Ed.
So 13-12 remaining here in the second period. Kennett with an opportunity, put one on the boards on the power play. DeWitt will take this face off. One back to Schillinger. Cross to Cucinotta. He'll float one in. Opportunity there for Shortledge. That one went wide. DeWitt behind the net. He's worked on. Chips it over. Has to chase it down himself. Up to Schillinger. Takes the shot, hits a body in front, rolls to the corner. Cucinotta gathers it up there. He'll skate up to the line. Puts it down low. Great feed in front. Zangarelli was up to that. It's number 30, Benjamin Zangarelli, who's in net for the Rams. Cucinotta from his own end. He'll skate it across center ice and in. Goes all the way behind. Zangarelli pokes that off of his stick. Gathers it up again. Skates around one. Takes the angle shot. Stays out of the net. Rams pick up the loose puck, and they'll send it all the way down. Mott comes out. Sets that up for Hayes. Hayes tries to put it up to Henry. Henry couldn't reach that. Goes into a few players in front of the bench.
This is one of my favorite signals.
So the puck went in and hit a player coming off the bench. The referee says that who he was replacing hadn't gotten back on, so too many men. Nate Vitale will serve the bench minor.
Richmond's usually pretty jovial with the referees, but he's kind of upset right now about that.
It's very out of character. Shot there, floated in, hits a body in front. Turnaround shot. Directed. Hayes comes back to Rabinowitz, hits the pipe and stays out. Net came off its morning. It hit pipe, and stayed out.
The anchors aren't really keeping the net very well on its pegs tonight.
Their big shot, big save there. Shot goes behind the net. Shen comes down to keep that out. Schillinger will send it all the way down. That will be icing as they were skating 4-on-4. There's still another 20 seconds remaining. On Shin's penalty. And the Rams will have a shortened power play. Kept in at the line in the far corner. Cucinotta sends it all the way out the center. Hit Colin Kelly. He had to put on the brakes to go back to pick it up. Steps in, was offsides. Oh, I thought it was offsides, but there's a hooking minor. So Mazaga will also sit for 2 minutes. Hooking's the call. Puck picked up, sent the length of the ice. There's a few seconds of power play time there on that face-off. They're back to four-side hockey. A lot of extra referees in the stands tonight. Didn't see the stripes, but they're happy to tell the officials on ice exactly what they should be doing and how. Cucinotta tried to get that ahead to Mott, but that hit him from behind. Mott will put it back in. Try to get it himself. It's around Shen. Shen goes down. Mott gathers the puck. He'll leave it for Kuchinata. Kuchinata puts it all the way out to the middle. Nobody's able to handle that. Rubinowitz picks it up and heads out. Across the blue line. Schillinger tries to get that backhand shot, and that hits far corner. Rams take the 1-0 lead. Vitale was looking to get out, but 4-on-4, so not going anywhere yet. Puck put in deep. Henry has to race back to it. Mazzarelli was with him. Mazzarelli turnaround shot. Mott makes that save. Wrapped back around. Hayes over to retrieve it. Fights off a check there. Vitale is out. Kennett. Short power play opportunity. DeWitt in the zone. Backhands it in. Zangarelli's able to hang on to that. .29 seconds remaining on the shortened power play for Kennett. Face off, one back. Henry takes the shot. That hits a body in front, chopped down. From behind the net, they try to wrap it all the way up, and it gets past Hayes and goes all the way down. Hayes pestered there. Both bodies go down. DeWitt comes in to help out. Henry has it in the corner. He'll look to send it all the way up ice. Try to look for the home run pass to Neiman. Sits there. Shortridge with an opportunity, but that was knocked away from him. DeWitt, center ice. Rams check it in. Hayes loses his stick.
How did he drop his stick? There was nobody within 20 feet of him. He just let go, I guess?
Henry tries to go up. He was looking for Shortridge, but that pass was cut off and sent back in. Henry behind. It's got a couple to deal with, so he'll wrap it around. Shortridge sent it up. Chases himself. Neiman along the boards. Finally chopped out. Rubinowitz gets it. He'll try to skate around. Left there. Neiman has it. He skates in. Toe drags. Gets the shot off. That goes wide. Rubinowitz will get it. He'll backhand. Everyone is officially out of the box. Kuchinata drops it for Schillinger. Put it ahead for Heinzelman, but he couldn't handle that one. Back to Schillinger. Rolls it out. Rubinowitz tries to make the move. Kuchinata there to make a defensive play. Shoulders him into the corner. Still work. Headed up to Vitale. Knocked away from him. Chipped ahead. Vitale has it. He goes wide. He's got help. Takes the shot. Zangarelli makes that save. Slides across and will hang on. About 7.5 remaining here in the second period. Rams with the 1-0 goal.
That's the number one requirement of the job, Ed.
Puck battle there in front, finally drops. The Rams are able to move it out. Heinzelman puts it on the outside of the net from the center ice line. Rams go the length of the ice. Hits Kuchinata before it goes down, so no icing there.
Oh. I think we missed one there.
Kuchinata heads down. He's got numbers. It's caught up in skates. Shen's able to move it all the way out to the neutral zone. Tries to go back, gets past him. Cut off there by Heinzelman. Callie directs it in deep. Mott's there behind the net. Puts it out. Heinzelman's got some space. Takes the shot and in. Eric Heinzelman with the feed from Mott to tie this game at 1.
Nice wrist shot from the slot, and I think that's Heinzelman's first goal this year. He put that away. Well done.
I've got to remember that I got my instant replay working. I can hit that button so we can capture that. Try to remember for the next one. Puck along the near side. Kelly directs it out. Just looking for Lucas. Gets by him all the way down. We've got an interference call. So Rams number 10, Rabinowitz, he'll sit for 2 minutes. Interference. Kennett will go back to the power play. Opportunity to take the lead.
That was pretty close to him still having the puck, but I think just the amount of violence that Rabinowitz went in with made the ref call that.
Great play there in front. Not sure why they whistled that. Did the goalie cover that up?
I didn't quite see. Should do instant replay.
Gets that, but Rams are able to clear it out of the zone. Schillinger, center ice. They'll chip it ahead for Colin Kelly, and he'll head in. Cuts to the middle, goes past everybody. Puck drifted in on net. Zangarelli had to slide out and cover that up.
Lines have been a little jumbled with all the penalties, but it looks like Fisher's back out there. Ed, he was the one that came off slowly in the corner earlier in the period, so good to see him back out there.
Absolutely. Back that gets by Schillinger and out to the center. Cucinotta sends it up. Lucas Mott digs that off the wall, puts it down low. Fed across. Schillinger with the opportunity there. Goaltender makes a big save. Bodies behind the net, up to the point. Cucinotta gets the shot, but doesn't get all that one. So they're able to send it back down. Aiden sends that up for Cucinotta. Halfway through this power play. Cucinotta all the way up to Kelly. In across the line. It's knocked away from him along the boards. He gathers it up again behind. Tries to put it out in front. Puck loose and sat there. Came back to him. Up to Schillinger. He takes the shot. That hits a body in front. In the near corner. Up to the point. Schillinger keeps that in. Feeds it over to Cucinotta. He was well marked, and they were able to move that out. Send it down. 30 seconds now on the Rabinowitz minor. Fisher tried to get that up to Mott at the blue line, but Rams able to read that, send it the other direction. Direct one in front. Aiden to push that aside into the corner. Puck goes up out of play, so they'll whistle that dead.
Much better puck movement on that power play. It's kind of gone on fits and spurts here. We had a good one, a bad one, a good one.
Face-off was chopped in at the Kennett end. Taken down in the corner there. Rabinowitz gets his hands up a little high there on Neiman. Rabinowitz out of the box. Skates in. Gets around Henry. He'll go the length of the ice. All the way around. Up to the point. Shot. There goes off for Shortledge. Out of play. I'm going to say with the aggression coming out of the box, Rabinowitz will go back in before too long. Face-off win there for the Rams. Chip it down low. Rabinowitz has it. He's harassed there by Hayes and Neiman. Put out into the middle. Turnaround shot there. Takes a deflection, but stays wide. Rabinowitz bodied into the board by Hayes. Back behind the net. Hayes and Rabinowitz getting a little aggressive behind. Who's going to go? Both? So it's just Mr. Hayes. He'll sit 2 minutes. Holding's the call.
Is that 2 or 3 for Matthew tonight? Penalties.
I think that's just 2.
Just 2, right? Okay.
Harriton parents want to move this along. Puck down. Sat there. Not sure why they whistled that. But they'll do it again.
Rough skating over to the...
Up. There's no time up for the penalty.
Yeah.
So they'll set the 2 minutes on the clock. And back at it. Rams again win the faceoff. Chip it out in front, try to feed it there. Eden covers that up. And they'll face it off to his right once again. Kennett makes a few player changes. Sending off one too many.
Sure.
Confusion.
Yeah, I don't know what all the confusion is.
DeWitt puts that along the boards. Schillinger will send it the length of the ice. Shorledge racing down to pick it up. Forces Zangarelli to come out and play it. Put it around the boards. Reinhardt. Reinhardt will put one through the blue paint. Nobody there. With the Schillinger, he'll bank it off the boards and goes the length of the ice. Zaga goes back to set that up. Sends it up to Reinhardt. Off of him on the boards. Cucinato will pick it up. Send it back to Schillinger. We'll hang on for a second. Send it down the other way. Half the Hayes minor has ticked away. Good work there from Schillinger. Puck sent in. Cucinato gathered up. Tries to go out. Hits a body. Stays in. Cucinato gets it again. This time he'll bank it off the boards.
2-on-1 here.
Cucinato with Shortledge. He goes behind. Tries to send it in front. Went off the goaltender. Good active stick there on Shen. He'll turn around, take the shot. Goes off DeWitt into the corner. Gathered and sent to center ice. Rabinowitz in. Escape behind. Looks to put it out in the middle. Goes up and whistled. Net comes off again.
Having a long talk with Rabinowitz about keeping the net on the post or on the pegs. The net has come off a lot this game, Ed.
Yeah, especially down on that end. Puck off the glass, bounces up to the blue line and out. Final seconds tick away. Hayes jumps over the boards, and we're back to 5 aside. Rabinowitz takes the shot, save there from Mott. Put it up along the boards. That's the unknown 24, kept it in. Puck sat in skates, finally forced out. All the way up. Puts it back looking for Fisher. That was behind him. Cucinotta gets that directed and in. Great play there from Kennett.
Instant replay, Ed.
Let's see if it actually caught it. I was a little late, but we should still see it. Great deflection there right in front, redirecting that up and in. So as we approach the final minute of the second period, Kennett takes the 2-1 lead.
So what's the mechanics, Ed, with this instant replay? You have to push a button within so many seconds of it happening?
Yes, so I have a record buffer going. So it's recording it, but only records like the last 10 15 seconds.
Okay.
Trying to get it across to Hayes. He was well marked. Rabinowitz in with speed. Takes the shot, but Hayes gets back to deflect that. Hayes picks it up, tried to shovel it. Went right to the Rams where they got a shot, but Mr. Mott was up for that. Oh, the foul language of hockey.
Is that coming from the Harriton bench?
I'm not sure. Hayes directs around looking for Vitale. Rabinowitz strips that from him. Hayes comes in. Hayes and Rabinowitz go back at it again. Steps in front. Good save there. Position from Mott. Puck directed back around. I was a little late on starting my clock again. So we're down to under 20 seconds. Puck forced out to the neutral zone. Shen collides with Heinzelman. Henry sends it up, was looking for Vitale. He got a piece of that, so no icing there. From behind the net, bodies come together as the buzzer sounds, ending the second period. So 2 in the books. I was about to say Chester County, wrong team. Kennett leads now by a score of 2-1. We'll be back in a few minutes with the final period. Scorekeeper's having a side conversation. Referee was waiting. And third period's underway. DeWitt chips in. Heads off on a quick line change. Put out to the middle. Schillinger cuts that off, and he'll put it back in.
I think Kennett's short a player. I don't know. That was an interesting line change. It was 7 seconds after the period started. 2 players went to the bench, and the other players weren't ready for that.
Puck out to the middle. Cucinotta tried to send that up, floats it up. Cameron Brown with an opportunity there, gets by him. The other direction. Shin tried to center that. Work for it in the corner. Goes through the slot. Cucinotta is able to gather the loose puck, and he'll skate out. Goes wide. He's got Shin with him. Cuts around. Takes the shot. Short angle shot set there for a minute. Finally picked up by the Rams and sent out to the middle. Cucinotta goes off the boards. He's looking for Tamman, but bounced beyond him. Forced in. Rams get it, go off the glass and all the way down. Shin down there with Hayes. We work together in the corner. Finally goes behind the net. Eddie Henry's there. He tried to get it knocked away from him momentarily, but he's finally able to get it up to Neiman. Neiman moves it up to DeWitt. Caught up in skates at the blue line. We get a whistle from behind the play. So, a hold and a misconduct.
Boarding and a misconduct.
Oh, was it boarding? Still skates out, not going back to the box. So they'll send another player over to serve the 10 minutes with them. Although I'm not sure why. Usually you get.
I think if you call boarding, it's an automatic 2 and 10 now.
So the score person's just asking, they'll just put the 2 minutes up. Over to Cucinotta. He'll take the shot, hits a body and stays wide. Rabinowitz knocked away from him. Great play there from Shorledge. From behind, tries to direct it out in front. Caught up in skates. Pushed over, Cucinotta gathers the loose puck. Kennett set up. Cucinotta rolls it back over. Shorledge had to dig it off the skates, back to DeWitt. Over to Schillinger. Schillinger will bank it back down for Neiman. Neiman behind the net. He's got Shortledge to help out. They all come together in the corner. Neiman comes away with it. He's knocked down. Rabinowitz gathers up, and he'll put it off the boards and all the way down. Schillinger from behind the net. Sends it up to Cucinotta. Shin read that. Sends it the other direction. Rabinowitz tries to go in. He's spun down. And tripping will be the call. So Nate DeWitt will have a seat for 2 minutes. That will have them go 4-on-4 for the next 50 seconds. And then the Rams will have a short power play.
I think the clocks run slower here in New York. I
think any game that starts after 9 o'clock always runs slow. Colin Kelly has it. He'll flip it in. Up along the boards. Colin's there to gather it up. Right back to him. Take the shot, but that hits a body. 24 will pick it up. It'll send to the length of the ice, but it's 4-on-4, so that's icing. Mott and Kelly out there with Hayes and Henry. Puck all the way across. Henry picks it up. He'll take the shot. That was headed wide, but deflected into the corner. Comes up. Henry gets another shot. Fought off by the goaltender. Puck sent all the way down. Last 4 seconds remaining on the Ram penalty. So they have just over a minute of power play time. Try to send that down. That hits Mott. Shen skates in, takes the shot. That was wide. He sends it back behind the net. He'll gather it up there, and he'll send it the length of the ice. Lucas races back there to meet up with Shen. Trying to pick that up, but Shen sends it up to Rabinowitz at center ice. Rabinowitz across the line. He's got Fisher right there with him. Forced behind the net. Try to put it out in front. Good feed there, but that shot goes wide. Near corner. Again, put out, goes off a skate, and that'll go out of the zone. Try to go in. Momentarily offsides, but they touched up. Under 10 seconds remaining. Dance in at the long line. Fisher with a good play there, forcing it down. DeWitt jumps out of the box. Back to 5 aside. In the middle, Rabinowitz. In, over the blue line. Takes the shot. Good save there. Aiden. From the corner, they wrap it behind. Cucinato will send it up the boards. Was looking for Fisher, but that was too hot to handle. All the way down. Shen gathers at his own end. Schillinger at his blue line. Tries to send that up. Rabinowitz reads that. Gets the shot. Mott makes that save. Keeps his team up by 1. Face off in the Kennett end. Put back in the corner. Rabinowitz tried to put that out. Goes off the outside of the net. Up to the point. Shen wraps it down low. Brown with it. Is able to get it out into the neutral zone. Shen steps around 1. Is that offsides?
Offside.
All right. Wasn't sure for a second there. Neutral zone draw. Bodies come together there. Shot there, goes wide. Wrapped hard around the near side. Vitale across the line, tried to feed that over to Mott, but that didn't make its way to him. Center ice. Shin in, gets the Rabinowitz. He tries to take the shot, goes off a skate. Work in the corner. Finally moved up along the boards. Vitale comes in. He's got Henry there with him. And Mott's able to pull it out, and he'll feather it down and head off on a change. Shen through the neutral zone. In across the line, tries to take the shot. That one's deflected wide. Schillinger from behind the net. Sends it over to Cucinato. He'll put it up into the middle. Caught up in Tamman's skates. Put back in. Cucinato with it there. We'll send it near side, looking for Shortledge. Takes a weird bounce off the boards. Zangarelli had to come out and play that. Shortledge, near side shot. Zangarelli juggles it, but hangs on. Oh, yeah, I'm good. Just over 9.5 minutes remaining in this game. Kennett hanging on to a 1-goal lead. Good face-off win there. They get the shot in, goes off and in.
Some nice hands by Nate DeWitt there. I think he...
See, if we had Chris up here with us, he'd be telling us that's because he taught him that.
A nice little toe drag.
Shot in there. There it is.
He picked it out of the feet, right? And
yep. Puts it in the corner and puts his team up by 2. Rams win that face-off. Trying to go in. Kuchinata gathers the loose puck. Over to Schillinger. Up to Hagee. He'll send to the middle. Showers and Tamman. Body there along the boards. Rolls out to Kuchinata. He'll try to go back to Schillinger. He has to go back to retrieve that. Shoveled in, but they were offsides. So they'll face that off in the neutral zone. Puck battled for in front of the Kennett bench. Finally chipped in. They say it's onside. Kuchinata from behind his net. He'll wrap it all the way up to Hagee. Hagee direct out in the center ice. And we get a penalty from behind the play. So Shin will sit for 2 minutes for roughing, giving Kennett another opportunity at the man advantage. Third time in the box.
Had a lot of frequent visitors today from both teams.
So if he gets one more in the last 8 minutes and change, he'll get a vacation for his next game. Good win there. Tried to get it all the way across, but couldn't get that through. That hits a body on the bench. So they'll face that off in the middle. Showers out to take this draw. Got it across. Kuchinata steps in across the line. Gets around a few. Puck sits and skates. Up to the line. Schillinger keeps that in. He'll put one in. Zangarelli grabs that out of the air, and he'll squeeze it.
Kelly's stretching out there. He tripped over the blue line. He's doing a couple leg stretches to make sure he's okay.
All the way across. Kuchinata tried to pull that, but it hits a body and goes into the corner. Gathers up himself. Back down for Mott. Along the boards, he'll turn around, go all the way across. Schillinger with an opportunity. Hits them, sits in the blue paint. Zangarelli dove across, keeping that out of the net. Puck ends up out of play. Both teams will make some player changes. Minute 16 remaining in the Kennett man advantage. DeWitt will come in to take this one. Along the boards, Rabinowitz able to feed it up and out. They get to regather at the neutral zone. Over to Shortledge. Go in along the boards, strip to that one, comes up to the line. Can't keep it in. Back to Hayes to DeWitt. DeWitt goes in. Caught up in skates, sent back out. Henry there, he tries to go in. Rams get it, they'll send it out again. Finally in deep. Rams again, quick on the loose puck. That's Rabinowitz. Out through the neutral zone, into the Kennett end. Rolls off of his stick into the corner. Rubinowitz and Hayes come together again. Buck rolls out in front. Kennett's able to send it all the way out. Takes the shot. Goaltender juggles it. Still dives on top. Able to hang on. 8 seconds remaining.
It's good patience by Vitale there. Pull up.
Put
wait.
on the brakes.
I think he probably would want a little harder shot there. Didn't quite get all of it, but good thought.
Kept in at the line. Hayes takes the shot. Zangarelli slides across. Don't glove that. 1 second remaining, so I think I can take the graphic down that we're on the power play. Through center ice. Pedal around in skates. Kanzinger there, gets a little feisty in behind. Sticks and arms come up. Referee throws up his arms, so somebody else will get to have a seat. So Kanzinger will sit. Kennett goes back to the power play. The Rams' parents wanted them to take both. Not going to happen. Schillinger keeps that in along the boards. Backhands it to the glass. Tamman in the corner. Gets by him and comes out to the center ice. Kuchinata to Schillinger. Lost it in his skates for a moment. Back to Nate. Send it back to Schillinger.
Playing catch here, back and forth.
Kuchinata with it, and he'll skate it up. Circle back. Wait to see something he likes. Drops it off for Showers. Showers tried to bank that up ahead. Reinhardt with it momentarily, gets it back to Shin. Shin through center ice. Across the line, takes the shot. Mott makes that save easily. Into the corner. Kuchinata, he stripped of the puck there. Knocked off a Shen stick. Showers will backhand up. Out of Neiman's reach, back to Shen. Try to make the move. Kuchinata denies that. Shen with it again. Tries to go all the way across, goes out of the zone. Number 24 comes in. Just puts it in behind the net. Schillinger. Goes all the way across, sits there for a second. Kuchinata gathers it up. He'll go into the zone. Puts on the brakes. Wraps it back down low. Higgy and Brown over to get it. DeWitt behind the net. He's leaned on there. Final few seconds tick away from that. Rams put it all the way down the length of the ice. It'll run out of steam before icing. Over to Henry on the far side. He'll chip it ahead. Rubinowitz is waiting for it there, center ice. Chopped off with his stick by DeWitt. Lean on in the corner. Hayes is the one who comes away with it. Hayes across center ice. He'll chip it up and chase himself. Hayes from behind the net. Tries to wrap around. Goaltender makes that save. Rams go up the center ice and down. Henry's back for that. He'll take a shoulder in the corner. It's Fisher with it. Fisher chipped it up. Got it to Mott. Mott was looking for Kelly at center ice, but Shen was there with him. Back to Hayes. Banks it up for Kelly. Go across the blue line. Fisher will race over to get a stick on that one. Good play there by Mott. Sends it all the way across, but that'll come out to the neutral zone. And Eddie Henry has to gather it there. He'll put it in deep. Fed all the way up. Urbinowitz almost caught him in a chains. Kuchinat is there. Fed back out. Huge save there by Mott. From behind the net, Shin. There's Mazzarelli out there with him. Tries to go up. Mott's able to move it out. Colin Kelly in across the blue line. Goes wide. Tries to feed it out to the middle. Nothing but dark jerseys there. Rams move it out. Shot on net. Mott makes that save. Kuchinata tries to go to Fisher. Caught a stick, but still able to gather it up. Up to Shortledge. Knocked off of his stick. Colin Kelly with it. Tries to move up. Knocked off the play. Ridden into the corner. Battled around, rolls out in front. Sangarelli dives out to cover it up. As we're under 2 minutes here in the final third period of this game, Kennett with a 3-1 lead. Urbinowitz wins that draw, comes out, blows a tire, gets heckled from the Kennett bench for it. Kennett moves it in. Zangarelli comes out to set that up. Shen up the near side boards. Cuts to the middle. Gets the shot off. Aiden makes that save, and he'll hang on.
Got some tired Harriton players, Ed. They've played a lot of hockey shorthanded with only 9 skaters.
Puck wrapped around the boards. Shortledge will pull it off there. Direct in from center ice. Battle in skates. 24 has to get it from the corner. Tries to go up. Reaching out of there, takes the shot. That deflects off a stick into the near corner. Shortledge. Rolls there. Kanzinger with it from behind the net. Final minute of play here in the third period. Urbinowitz in the Kennett end. Cuts the middle, gets the shot. Mott makes that save. Kuchinata through center ice. In the zone. Goes behind the net. Looks for a lane. Goes up to the blue line. Ends up finding Hayes, but he's out in neutral zone, so Kennett has to come back out. Shen goes around a few at the blue line. Has to get by Hayes. Rolls in on Mott. He'll hang on. Final few seconds of this one. Next game in 2 weeks, we'll play the same Harriton team, but this time we'll be up at the stadium for a late night, 9:45. I'd imagine we'll have quite a few watching at home for that one.
Is that a Wednesday night?
That is a Monday night. Shot in. Puck sat there. Goes through the blue paint. There's the buzzer ending this one. Kennett comes out on top by the score of 3-1. So these two teams will have an opportunity for the rematch, but they'll have to little chirping out there. I doubt they'll remember, though, because that next game is after the Thanksgiving break. So, Thanks for joining us once again. Another thank you to Mr. Mott running the camera for us. Swith and Shortledge, I'm Ed Henry. Thanks for watching and have a good night.